Hello, Vincent Herman here, Subject to Change Entertainment, doing a little video to kind of explain what's been going on and what's going to be going on. So I did kind of think about what I wanted to say in this video, but I didn't really script it out, so this is just going to be off the cuff. So to understand what's going on, you kind of need to understand why we did things this way in the first place. And that all happened because we did Sweded Die Hard, and that was a success. So we thought, alright, let's go legit, let's make an LLC, and see if there's a financially viable version of this. Now eventually Travis left the company to focus on the type of stuff he's doing with creative jargon, and he's been killing it. But the workload was a little more than just Chelsea and I could handle, so we brought in Dot and Adam. And the idea from there was essentially, let's make this an actual entertainment company that brings in money, and then that money would get focused into our projects. We came up with a ton of great ideas, but unfortunately, due to a cavalcade of reasons on the parts of everyone involved, we just could not find a way to make that happen through the effort that it required. And then during all this, I kind of got creatively depressed. I felt like I was focusing on things that didn't really matter to me because I'm not the kind of guy who chases a dollar. I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand the capitalism of it all, and I understand that I have to pay bills and gas and all that stuff. So I'm not gonna pretend like I don't play the game, but that is not my whole focus. It's not even half my focus. So when it felt like that's all I was doing on behalf of Subject to Change Entertainment, and I was getting nowhere with it, and more importantly, not focusing on any creative endeavors, I kind of let that ball drop. That's really why you haven't been seeing any posts or upkeep or any output in new projects or anything like that, and that is on me. That is my fault. I got sad. Then I went to New York. New York gave me a lot of perspective on what I want to do, and how to do it. And I guess more important than all of those, that I believe that I can do it. And because of that, I came back rejuvenated. I really wanted to get back at it, but not the money-making stuff. Just wanted to work on projects. So in order to keep the partnership going, I raised the question, do we want to call it here, or can we find a way to put in the effort to make all of our goals a reality? And unfortunately, through those conversations with Dot, Adam, Chelsea, and myself, we could not find a way to make that happen. So we will be dissolving our partnership as co-owners of Subject to Change Entertainment, but thankfully not in a way that anyone's really mad at each other. See, because that's the other big thing about why I needed to raise that question, because I have become friends with Adam through working at the theater and through STC and all that. I have been friends with Chelsea for over 20 years. I have been friends with Dot for over a decade, maybe 15 years. And I did not believe that the frustration and the bitterness that I was starting to feel about the partnership was worth throwing friendships away. But if you have been watching what little has come out, then you will have heard me say there were some decisions that needed to be made, but STC is not going anywhere. And that is true. So while the partnership is dissolving, I will be stepping into the role of owner and operator of Subject to Change Entertainment and moving forward with the creative projects that I want to do. So I'm picking the ball back up now, and it's pretty much my ball to do with as I see fit. And one of the first things I see fit to do is cut some of the fat. There's a lot of things we've been doing that really nobody was asking us to do. And so I'm just gonna get those out of the way. And there's a project I've been working on with JIB in Bush called JIB Read Poetry here. It is going to be this weird, funny little documentary thing I really got to find a way to sell this, but hopefully we are shooting for November for this thing to come out. I really got to get back to work on it. I was creatively bankrupt. But yeah, that's the first in what I'm calling the Real Portsmouth Stories series. Because aside from comedy sketches, which I am going to be getting back to work on, the other two projects that I'm planning also are very not so often told Portsmouth stories. And you'll hear me talk more about those later, but offhand right here, I can tell you Rat Songs is a feature-length film that follows around 3 East End burnouts in a day in their life. And the other one is the untitled Sorta My Comics movie, which is based on my comic shop that I ran in 2015, 2016, and kind of the stuff that was going on in my life at that time. And then who knows what else drops in between there. But I do know that I'm going to be keeping up with the Patreon more. That is a huge focus, and I cannot understate how important our patrons are to this whole thing. And if anyone deserves an apology, it is them. I am sorry. I am going to make it right. And I know I said that before, but that was when I was also lying to myself. I'm also going to be making changes to the Patreon, so some of those higher tiers are going to go away. It's going to come down. I think the highest tier is probably going to be the $5 tier, and I'm really going to compact some of the perks. So pretty much everyone on the bottom rungs are going to be getting an upgrade. And I'll just say it one time real quick, because I know it's the advertising thing to do. Sign up to Patreon if you want to, but I wouldn't blame you for not jumping in right now. But every dollar does count, and right now I am trying to raise $800 to get a boom mic and a proper audio recording setup. So, you know, go with your heart. So yeah, I think that brings this video to a close, but there are going to be 2 other videos, one called Credit Where Credit Is Due, the Subject to Change story, and one called What Happened with the Van. I think it's all in the titles, but they should be good videos, and I hope you check them out. And yeah, you're going to see new faces, you're going to see old faces. I definitely intend on continuing to work with Adam and Chelsea and Dot, and hopefully Travis. He's a busy boy. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.